this month we're talking about neck and shoulder pain. So we've got a couple things that we need to kind of talk about this month as far as what is actually going on with your neck and shoulder pain. So one of the biggest things that I will talk to patients about is they have no clue what actually causes their shoulder and neck pain. And the reality is that there isn't anything that causes it. It's just your life, right? So posture, sitting at your computer, doing repetitive things are usually what's going to give you most of your neck and shoulder stress. That's why I'm standing in front of your posture zone right now, because I'm going to give you some tips on how to kind of help some of these neck and shoulder issues. A couple of things I need to cover first as far as the neck and shoulder. So oftentimes when people are coming in to tell me about their pain, they're pointing to certain areas. Oftentimes they're going to point to this area, back of their head, or even down their arm. All those can kind of be a little bit different as far as actually what's going on. That's why I kind of lump in neck and shoulder together, because even though you can have separate pathologies, they usually do affect each other. And that's our job to kind of figure that out for you. Now the hard part with that is that you're not really for sure what's actually causing the problem, because you probably haven't done anything to actually cause anything. So if you have a desk job, if you have something that's very postural, like you have kids and you're bent over all day, your head being forward, just that much, your arms being forward, causes a lot of the neck and shoulder issues that we see. That could be just neck pain, could be neck pain shooting down your arm, could be neck pain shooting up into your head, giving you headaches. It also can give you a lot of shoulder pinching as well, even with just different movements of your shoulder, okay? So that's the main thing I wanted to teach you today is just the fact that a lot of people have this condition. You don't have to have anything that causes the problem. It's just something that just happens that's based on normal life. But also today, what I wanted to give you is some tips on how to help this, okay? We're gonna give you 3 main tips. So the first thing is posture. So I know it seems simple, really easy and simple, but the best thing you need to do throughout the day is just starting forming your habits as far as posture. So what I tell my patients is that I'm gonna give you a couple easy exercises, and the key is only doing them once or twice an hour all day, as opposed to just one time a day. So the first 2 easy exercises: sitting at your desk, sitting at your work, all I want you to do is sit up tall and just literally just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Just doing that 4 or 5 times, once an hour, is just going to make you aware of having that posture and that everything's reaching out. That's usually pinching a lot of the issues in your shoulder and in your neck. The other thing is we usually give people a lot of exercise called chin tucks. So it's real simple. We're going to give you a little background with this posture zone. Chin tucks. That's all it is, and you don't have to go real hard at it. You don't have to pull real hard. You just want to kind of get your neck back, because oftentimes if you really look at how you're sitting at your computer, your head is forward, which is giving you a lot of that stress, okay? Now, so that's the first thing you do is kind of fix a little bit of posture. It's really easy, so try that. I think you'll kind of notice some improvement whether you have shoulder or neck pain. The second thing is ice and heat. You really need to kind of start making sure you use ice if you have a really bad condition that's radiating a lot of pain. I usually tell people try to do it closer to the neck area to see where it's maybe coming from. But you can mix in a heat as well. You can kind of have a regimen where you do ice and heat both. I know a lot of people, when it comes to the neck, just really, really hate doing ice. But it's really good for inflammation. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. But you can follow it up with heat if you want to. Sometimes they even get people to do it at the same time, where you put ice in the back of your neck and put heat right below that. That way you can kind of not be too chilled. The last thing is, obviously, physical therapy, right? So we're one of the few people who are going to be able to tell you exactly where this is coming from and why. But also with our treatment regimen, we're going to be able to work on it immediately, show you all the things you need to do for self-care, for exercise, and how to get it better long-term and keep you better for everything you want to do. So hope this helps out. I look forward to seeing you soon. If you would like to kind of come in and have us check us out, we can do a free discovery visit for you. Share this with anybody you know that has neck pain, and we'll help them out. Talk to you soon.